far as your syllabus is concerned, we are generating power by using water, that is hydro, and coal, that is thermal, and by using nuclear energy, nuclear, and wind. Then solar, then geothermal. Okay, geothermal means from the earth's core. Okay, the heat can be absorbed from the earth's core, and that heat can be converted into steam. Okay, and then ocean energy. Okay, from the ocean also we are generating. Okay, so these are the different how we are generating the power by using water, coal, okay, wind, solar, okay, ocean, and from the earth we are generating. So as far as syllabus is concerned, depending upon the syllabus we'll cover. Okay, that maybe next week we'll cover this first topic. Why? Because it is a huge topic. Okay, individual is having individual total block diagram. You have to know about the individual, what are the equipments we are using for generation by hydro, by thermal, and what is the use, how we are generating. That is a very big topic. So that is we'll discuss in next week. Okay, first we will complete these two topics, very easy and very less. Okay, why? Because we have to concentrate on the important topics, as well as, okay, with respect to time, which is most easy, that we will concentrate. So we will complete this electricity bill and equipment safety measures. Means generally, I think you know what about fuse. Do you know about fuse? What is the function of fuse? Whenever abnormal condition occurs in our house, any place abnormal condition occurs in any place, the fuse get open circuited, thereby saving the equipment. And one more fuse is called, that is advanced. Okay, MCB, as far as your syllabus is concerned. MCB, do you know MCB? Here there is no MCB. Maybe in that box it is having MCB. MCB also, the function is also same, to protect the elements, devices. Okay, that is the main function of MCB. So as far as your syllabus is concerned, what is the use of fuse? What is the use of MCB? Okay, fuse and MCB. Do you know about the shock, electrical shock? Electrical shock. What is the meaning of electrical shock? When we will get electrical shock? Accidentally, not by, okay, by own. Accidentally we will get electrical shock. Okay, accidentally if we touch live conductor, okay, we will get electrical shock. So what is mean by electrical shock? Okay, how can we prevent this? How can we prevent this electrical shock? Okay, that we have to know from this topic. Three topics, that is fuse, MCB, and electrical shock. How can we prevent shock? And next one is, second one is electrical bill. So this will start now. Okay. So electricity bill, second topic, electricity bill, and or you may call it as electrical bill. So generally, I think you know, in how many days we will get electrical bill? How many days? For 1 month. Okay, 1 month. Okay, we will get a electrical bill. That means we are, okay. So electrical department will calculate for 30 days consumption of power or how much energy utilized by the individual household or any institution, any user, and thereby they will calculate and they will okay, they will give the electrical bill for after completion of 1 month. Okay, then what is the meaning of, okay, if you observe the electrical bill, what does it contains? Okay, electrical bill contains a number of units, and for this number of units, okay, number of units consumed per month, they will charge okay, rupees. So number of units consumed per month, okay, for this number of units consumed by the individual consumer, they will charge electrical bill for the 1 month. Okay, so now after knowing the number of units, okay, we are having, for example, if you consume 0 to 100, they will charge. This is for individual household consumers. Okay, for 0 to 100, if you consume, okay, 0 to 100, they will charge 1.25. So this is tentative rupees, not fixed one. It is tentative. Maybe or you may say it is assumed one. Okay, 101 to 200 rupees 1.5. Okay, and 201 to 300 rupees 1.75. Okay, 301 to 30 400, okay, rupees 2.5. So and so on, 401 to 500, 401 to 500, and so on, it will increase rupees 3. Like that, number of units consumed per month depending upon the individual consumer. For example, we consumed 101, we consumed per 1 month, what happened? 101, the rate is increased to 25 paisa. So kindly, whenever you are consuming the power, okay, that is number of units, try to see that the range of the units must be 0 to 100. So what is the difference between 100 and 101? 25 NP is increasing. Like that they will charge. What is the difference between 200 and 201? Here also 25 NP increasing. Whereas here see, what is the difference between 300 and 301? If you consume 300, they will multiply with a 1.75. Okay, if 301, they will multiply with 2.5. How much amount is increased now? For example, do you understand the importance of this one? For example, if for 1 month, if you consume 300, so 300 units into 1.75. For example, if you consume 302, 1, 302, 2.5. So see, there is the difference of only 2 units. Yes, there is a difference of 2 units. What happens? See, what is the difference of amount? It is 525. You understand now? Only what is the difference? 300 and 302. What is the difference of units? Just because of the 2 units are increased, okay, the rupees, okay, the slab, we can call it as slabs. Okay, slabs. So this slab is converted to 301 to 400. How much amount you are paying now? Nearly 200 or 50 something. So increase only 200, 2 units. So kindly see that whenever in your house, whenever you are consuming the power, you can see every day the energy meter is there na, there you will get this number of units. Okay, maybe 5000, 5275, like that it is increasing. Energy meter will increase, it will show. Okay, that will increase. Kindly see that it must be in between this slab 0 to 100 only. Okay, if it is 100 than the 101, Only one. 101, 100. What is the difference? Only one unit. But the difference is 25 NP. Like that, the okay, it is the importance of the slabs. Okay, right. So after knowing the number of units consumed per month, 1 month, what you will do? Number of units consumed, number of units into amount. Number of units into amount will get your electrical bill. Okay, so after knowing this one, number of units into charge for 1 unit is nothing but electrical bill per month. Number of units into charge per 1 unit. This is the formula. 1 mark or 2 marks they will ask. Okay. Number of units into charge per 1 unit is nothing but your electrical bill. Okay. Right. So this is about just a brief introduction. Next. So here number of units I am saying. Unit I am saying. What is the meaning of unit here? Unit. Unit is nothing but general naming. So unit is nothing but energy. Energy consumption. So what is the formula for energy? What is the formula for energy? Power into time. Power into time. So power can be measured in watts or kilowatts. Into time. Time is nothing but hour. Okay. So it means 1 unit is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. Okay, 1 unit is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour. 1 unit is nothing but 1 kilowatt hour. So for example, okay, for 1 month, 100 units are okay consumed means 100 kilowatt hour energy consumed. 100 okay energy consumption means nothing but it is the energy power into time. Okay, so 100 units means 100 kilowatt hour. 1 unit means 1 kilowatt hour. 100 units means 100 kilowatt hour. 200 units means 200 kilowatt hour. Shun. Okay. So, okay. So, it is nothing but it is denoted as 1 kilowatt hour or kilowatt hour. 1 unit is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. Okay. So, in our house, all the equipments are rated with power. In our house, all the equipments are rated with power. That is, measure with wattage, watt. We can measure the, okay, it is represented on the every equipments. Okay. Now, we will calculate the electrical bill for individual house. Individual house. Okay. So, so general household appliances. Name that. What are the different electrical equipments are available in our house? First one immediately will come bulb. Second one immediately will see. This is a minimum fan. Okay. Fan, there are two type of fans. One is called ceiling fan, other one is table fan. Table fan also there na? Ceiling fan, table fan. Hello. Table fan. No, no. Hello. Hello? Hello? So fan, table fan or ceiling fan. Okay. Third one is immediately TV. Huh? Without TV, no one will live. Without food, you can live. Without TV, you cannot live. Huh? Right. Fourth one, laptop. Fifth one, electrical cooker. You can write this one. You write. Okay. Electrical cooker. Sixth one, washing machine. And seventh one, hello. So refrigerator. Then electrical kettle, water heater, or you may say geyser. These are two different actually, but comes under same. Then AC. AC is nothing but air condition. Then, ah, ఇంకా ah. So these are the typical electrical equipments generally available for our household. Okay. If you are having more than this, you can write. You can add. Nothing will happen. Okay. Right. So every electrical equipment rated with power which is measured in watts. Rated with power which is measured in power. So depending upon the okay where you are using individual elements, depending upon your financial condition, you may buy low power rating, high power rating or medium power rating depending upon that is individual financial condition. Okay. So generally, so bulbs are rated with 5 watts, 15 watts. How many are there? Nearly 15 are there. Okay. One room consisting of 15. Okay. Right. So fan. So fan is generally. So up to 55 watts. Fan. This fanning is then a fan. One fan is rated with 75 watt. ఏ బాబు ఎందుకు మాట్లాడుతుండ్రా మీరు నాకు అర్థం అవుతలేదు బీ సైలెన్స్ ఎందుకు మాట్లాడుతుండ్రు if you are unable to understand this problem, you lose one question. If you lose one question, you will fail. BEEE will దయ్యంలాగా ఫోర్త్ ఇయర్ దాకా నీ దగ్గరకు వచ్చేస్తుంది. సప్లీ. ఒకసారి BEEE ఫెయిల్ అవుతే ఫోర్త్ ఇయర్ దాకా నీ దగ్గరకు వచ్చేస్తుంది, నువ్వు పాస్ కావు. ఫోర్త్ ఇయర్ వరకు ఎన్నిసార్లు రాస్తావు చెప్పు? హౌ మెనీ టైమ్స్ యూ విల్ రైట్? 1 1 1 2 2 1 2 2 3 1 3 2 4 1 4 2. అది అయిపోయాక కూడా నువ్వు బీటెక్ పాస్ కావిగా. 15 టైమ్స్ రాసినా కూడా BEEE పాస్ కావు. మరి ఆ సీరియస్నెస్ లేదెందుకు? ఎందుకు మాట్లాడుతున్నావు? వై? నేను అందుకనే ఇంపార్టెంట్ చెప్తున్నాను. దిస్ ప్రాబ్లమ్ కేమ్ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ సప్లీ బట్ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఆల్సో. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద కంపల్సరీ క్వశ్చన్. కైండ్లీ అండర్స్టాండ్ ది ప్రాబ్లమ్, రైట్ డౌన్, డూ ది ప్రాబ్లమ్, డోంట్ డిస్కస్ అమాంగ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్, బీ సైలెన్స్. Right. So so fan is rated with 75 watt. So it is a typical rating I am giving. Typical rating. It may change if you buy more than this big fan means. So general this fan rating I am giving. Generally in individual household we are having this fan only, not big fan. Okay. Table fan also it is a 50 watt. Table fan also 50 watt, or it may be 25 watt also. Okay. So typical rating I am giving. TV is depending upon the inches, 48 inches, 55 inches, 30 inches, 15 inches TV. Okay. And 65 inches, 75 inches. So the rating of the TV may be 1500 to 3000. Maybe it may increase to 5000 also, the wattage, depending upon the usage. If you use 100-inch TV, it may have 3000 also wattage. Okay. Next one is laptop. Laptop is simple. It is a maybe 300 watt. Laptop is 300 watt. The range actually. So electrical cooker is 250 watt. The range up to 350. Okay. Washing machine is maybe 1500. Maybe it may be. Okay, depending upon the number of cages. Generally we'll buy the washing machine number of liters or number of cages. Okay, number of cages, 5 kg, 10 kg, 15 kg, like that we'll buy washing machine. So depending upon that, so it may be range with 1500 to here also 1500 to maybe maximum 2500 watt. Okay, right. Then refrigerator also number of liters. So it is also ranges with 1500 watt to 3000 watt. So electrical kettle is 300 watt, or maybe maximum 500 watt, not more than that. Okay, right. So water is nothing but 1500 watt or 2500 watt. Okay. AC is also same 1500 watt. So 3000 watt. Hair dryer is only 150 watt. Electrical iron also 1500 watt. Mixer is 700 watt. So these are the typical wattage. So in the question he will give, okay, wattage he will give. For that given data you have to calculate. But I given particular ranges and availability of in general typical ranges of individual electrical appliances available in general normal household up. Okay, household family. Okay, right. Okay, you written this? No. That is up to you whether you are writing or not. That is up to you. Okay. Next we will do the problem. Okay. Okay. It is available in the notes. Kindly do the problem. This is important. This problem is important. Okay. Right. So write down a typical household a typical household contains contains the following appliances A typical household, okay, contains the following appliances as mentioned below. As mentioned below. Calculate, calculate electrical bill for 1 month. 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 And 1 unit is equal to 2 rupees. Consider, consider, consider one unit is equal to 2 rupees. For 1 unit, okay, 2 rupees. Okay, right. 1 unit how many? 2 rupees, right. So this is a question only. This is question. So a typical household consisting of first one is bulb. How many bulbs are there? Maybe 5 bulbs. Okay, 5 bulbs of 15 watt. Okay, 15 watt. Second one is fan. How many fans are there? 3 fans of 75 watt. Third one is TV. One TV. So it is 1500 watt. Okay. Fourth one, washing machine of 2000 watt. And fifth one is uh, laptop, otherwise electrical cooker. Electrical cooker, one of a 700 watt. Okay. So here individual electrical appliances is there and a number of electrical appliances are available and individual wattage. One bulb, one bulb 15 watt, one bulb, one fan 75 watt, one TV 1500 watt, one washing machine 2000. This is per quantity. This wattage is per quantity. Okay. Then how much time we have to use? Okay, that is also given in the question. How much time we will switch on this? Okay, so generally bulb means we will use 5 hours. No, 5 hours. Fan, fan also maybe you take 6 hours. TV 3 hours. Washing machine maybe 1 hour. Electrical cooker also maybe 30 minutes. Okay, so this is a typical usage. Okay, typical usage of individual electrical appliances. Okay, this is the question. Now write down solution, make a table. Okay, which the table consisting of same thing, that is serial number. Write down again serial number, name of the appliances, number of appliances, and wattage per quantity, and time. So after this total wattage, then kilowatt hour, that is unit, number of units. Okay, So make a or draw the table like this, which consisting of this. Okay. As a solution, draw this table. Okay. Then we will calculate the two. Okay. We will calculate the two. Okay. So here we require kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour, not wattage. Kilowatt. You have to convert this wattage into kilowatt. So before that, it is given for one quantity. It is given for one quantity. So how many are there? So here you have to get the total wattage. What is meant by total wattage? Total wattage is nothing but simple. 5 into 15. 5 into 15. How much? 75. Okay. 75 into 3. How much? 225. Okay. You multiply here. 3 into 75, 225. Here 1 into 1500, that is 1500. And here 1 into 2000, 2000. Here 1 into 700, 700. Okay. So you have to calculate first total wattage. Total wattage, what is the formula for total wattage? Number of wattage or watts per unit into total number of appliances. You have to multiply 3 into 15 like that. How many bulbs are there? This is for one bulb actually, one bulb. How many bulbs are there? 5 bulbs. So 5 bulbs, 75 watts will be consumed. 75 watts will be consumed. Okay. Right. Here this total is nothing but here 75 watts, 225 watts, 1500 watts, 2000 watts, 700 watts. Okay. So this now here we require kilowatt, not watt. We require kilowatt. How can we convert wattage into kilowatt? Okay. So 1 kilowatt is nothing but 1 by 1000 watts. Okay, divide watt with wattage with watts with 1000. That will be automatically convert into kilowatt. W by 1000. W by 1000 automatically, which will convert into kilowatt. So this is the one formula. 1 kilowatt is equal to 1 by 1000. Okay, you will get a kilowatt. Okay, 1 kilowatt is equal to 1 by 1000 watts. So all are, this is nothing but 75 watts. This is 225 watts, 1500 watts, 2000 watts, 700 watts. It is not in kilowatt. Okay. Now you have to convert this kilowatt into, this watt into kilowatt. How? By multiplying with 1000. Okay. And now this 70 kilowatt hour we require. So 75 by 1000. Hour is nothing but 5 hours into 5. 225 by 1000 into 6 hours. This is 1500 by 1000 into 3 hours. 2000 by 1000 into 1 hour. So here 700 by 1000 into 30 minutes means how much? 1 by 2 or 0.5. Okay. How can you convert here 30 minutes, 20 minutes? How? How can you convert? 20 minutes means how much hours? You have to write down in terms of hour. What is the formula? How can we convert? 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. Then 30 minutes is equal to x. So x into 60 is equal to 30. So x is equal to 30 by 60. That is nothing but 1 by 2. Like this. Okay. So 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. 20 minutes is equal to x. Like that you have to write down, cross multiply, you will get the value of x. Okay. Here 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. 30 minutes is equal to how many hours? Cross multiply x into 30, 60, 60, 60x is equal to 30. Then x is equal to 1 by 2 hour. 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5. Like that, okay? So it is one formula, 1 kilowatt is equal to watt by 1000, and another one that formula. Okay, you will get a, what the value, tell me individually. Individually you tell me. 75 by 1000 into 5. 0.375 units. You may call it as 0.375 units or 0.375 kilowatt hour. Why? Because 1 unit is equal to kWh. Yes. This one is 225 divided with 1000 is equal to into 6. 1.35. So 1 unit 1.35 units, or 1 kilowatt 1.35 kilowatt hour. Okay, right. So 1500 divided with 1000 is equal to into 3, 4.5. 4 units, 4.5 units, 4.5 units, or 4.5 kilowatts. Okay, right. This is 2000 by 1000. Okay, into 1. How much? 2. So it is 700 by 1000, into 0.5. How much? 0.35. Add this all thing. This add all the points here. All the units you add. So this is total units consumed per day. This is per day. Okay. The data given is for 1 day. The data is given for 1 day. Okay. How much total now? Add this all units, 0.375 plus 1.35 plus 4.5 plus 2 plus 0.35. How much? So per day is 10.575. 10 hundred 0.375 plus 1.35 plus 4.5 plus ఎక్కడ 2.35. 8.575 is the total units consumed per day. So which is converted into per month. How can you convert this number of units into? Okay, this is over. Right. After this, multiply this units, number of units consumed per day into 30. Generally, unless otherwise mentioned, okay, 1 month is equal to 30 days. If he is mentioned 29 days, okay. If he mentioned 31 days, okay. If he mentioned 30 days, okay. But 1 month means you have to calculate for 30 days. 1 month means 30 days. Okay, right. 8.575. Okay. So number of units consumed per day into 30. We'll get a total units consumed for 1 month. Okay. Total units consumed for 1 month. So that is here how much? 8.575 into 30 is equal to how much? 257.25. So these are the units consumed per 1 month. Okay, right. Now 1 unit is equal to how much they are charging? They are charging for 2 rupees. Now multiply with this 257.25 into 2 rupees. 5. So rupees is 514.5, which is nearly equal to 514 rupees. You have to pay 514 rupees per 1 month. Okay, you have to pay 514 rupees. Batteries are hello. So did you observe the electrical bill? Only this amount is available. What they will add? What they will add for this rupees? So this is the amount generally we are getting with respect to number of units consumed. They will add two more data, two more, okay, that are called fixed charges. Okay, in this problem is not given. In this problem is not given, but in general, they may add two more, two or three more, okay, charges. One is called fixed charges, okay, or you can say consumer charges. This is around rupees 100. So fixed charges are consumer charges. Why? Because if you are, for example, for 1 month, okay, your house is locked. You are getting how many units? 0 units. 0 units means you will not get electrical bill. No, they will add this. This is the minimum one, 100 rupees. Okay, so the units consumption is 0, but even that you will get this 100, and we will call cess or tax. So this is maybe which is less than 10 rupees only, 7 rupees like that. Okay, so two more. Hello. So in addition to above common, that is general consumption rupees, to they will add these two more charges. Okay, so these are the, you can say these are the minimum charges. If 0 energy you are consuming, you will get a minimum 107 rupees. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is about electrical bill calculation. Okay, write down this one, second one. Everyone has to calculate this one. I will see. Okay, write down this other question. Everyone has to write and you have to calculate this one. I will check. ఇది పోవాలి కదా. Hello. So calculate the electricity bill amount for 1 month of 31 days. If the following devices are used as specified, given the rate of electricity is rupees 2.5 per unit. Right. Serial number, appliances, watt, numbers, and number of operational hours per day. So first one is tube light, 60 watt, 10 are there, 5. Everyone, please be right. Wait, wait. First one is tube light, 60 watt, 10, 5 hours, and fan, 75 watt, 4 hours. 4 are there, 4 fans are there, 8 hours they are using. Third one is refrigerator, 200 watt, 1 refrigerator will use for 24 hours. Yes, right. Amma, everyone should write and I will check the answer now. My last bench, write down. What are you doing with laptop? During class hours, don't use mobile phones. Why? Because you are not a VVIP. Hmm? నువ్వు మాట్లాడకుంటే వచ్చే నష్టం ఏం లేదు. ఫస్ట్ అయితే చదువుకో. AC refrigerator 224 hours, AC of 1000 watt of 5 hours. Laptop generally AC will use for night, total night 8 hours or 12 hours. 8 hours will use generally. Okay. Laptop 2 hours per a day. Per a day total they are added. Total they are added. Television 3 hours. Television 3 hours or 24 hours? 24 hours. Why? Because your mummy will see the all serials. Morning. Morning to evening. After reaching home, you will see. Evening 6 to night 1. So total is 18 hours. So here, see number of hours you are utilizing using individual equipment will increase your electrical bill. Yes, do you understand? Do you understand? Number of hours usage of electrical equipments. As the number of hours are increasing, your electrical bill will increase. Yes? So first thing is kindly, okay, I will not say don't use, kindly reduce the usage timings. Instead of using 1 hour, use 30 minutes. Okay, instead of using 5 hours of TV, use 1 hour. Like that. Number of hours utilization, using of usage of individual equipment, appliances, increase your electrical bill. So we will try to reduce the usage timing. Okay, right. Next one is there over television. Total 10 are there maybe. Television, grinder. Grinder is 30 minutes only. Printer is 30 minutes only. Printer and a washing machine 1 hour only. Microwave also 1 hour. But we'll control that one. These two also maybe 30 minutes. 30 minutes enough actually. Not enough. Washing machine will 3 hours you will use. No. And an average of per week will use 3 hours. Kada? 1 week 3 hours యూజ్ చేస్తే చాలమ్మా వాషింగ్ మిషన్. ఎక్కువ యూజ్ చేయొద్దు. Can we get zero electrical bill? Can we get zero electrical bill? No. We will get minimum charges as specified by the different states. Maybe this one AP. Here, what is the minimum charge here? Huh? What is the minimum charge? Huh? What is the minimum charge, Amma, here? Door lock. 60 rupees maybe. 60? So minimum charge maybe 60 rupees or 90 rupees. That decided by the state government. Minimum charge is, that is 0 units is nothing but 60 rupees. Do you know the BPL families? Below poverty line. are lower income families. Yes, below poverty line are lower income families who are having income certificate. Okay, in Telangana, we can use up to 200 units. There is no electrical bill, zero. Do you know? In Telangana, Amma listen, in Telangana, below poverty line families can use up to 200 units with a free of charge. With free of charge. No money. If it is greater than 200, they will charge some amount. That is given by the state government. Now, what is the answer? You tell me. I will not tell the answer. You have to calculate. What are the right things you have to do? Multiply total wattage. Total wattage. చేయండి మీరు టోటల్ వాటేజ్ చేయాలి మీరు. How can you get total wattage? 50 into wattage into number of appliance. You make one table, that one right side. If it is not enough here, you may write like this. In exam also you may write like this. If it is not enough like this, okay, right side there is no space. Write down like this here. Like this అంటే నువ్వు రాయలేదు. Like down from here like this. ఆ ప్లేస్ ఇలా ల్యాండ్స్కేప్లో సరిపోకుంటే వేరే ఇలా చేయండి అమ్మా. పోర్ట్రేట్ చేయండి అదర్వైజ్. After that, what you have to do? Number of wattage. Okay. Total wattage or watts. Total watts. What is that? 10 into? Okay, okay. 10 into 60, 600. చేయండి అయిపోయిందా? ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్. హౌ మచ్ రూపీస్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు పే? ఓ వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్, వెరీ గుడ్. యు ఆర్ వెరీ ఫాస్ట్ ఐ థింక్. ఏఐడి వెరీ ఫాస్ట్. డే స్కాలర్, ఓకే. ఇంటూ అవర్స్. After calculating total number of what you have to do, why are you seeing here? Why are you seeing that book? You don't know the formula? Here the question is there, na? First you multiply this one. How many are there? Wattage, where is the wattage? You are not written. There it is there, na? This one. This 10 into 60, 4 into 75, 1 into 200, 1 into 1000, 1 into 50, 1 into 50, you multiply. Multiply first number of appliances into wattage. You will get a total wattage. First you do that 1 into 10 into 5, first one, okay? 10 into 5, like that. I have given one formula there. 1 by 2 means 0.5 hours. 30 minutes means 1 by 2. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. 30 minutes is equal to x. Cross multiply, you will get x value. Okay? How can we convert into hour? 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. 30 minutes is equal to x hours. You find out that x value. Cross multiply. X into 60 is equal to 30. Yes? X into 60 is equal to 30. So x is equal to 30 by 60. That you will get a 1 by 2 like that. Okay? 20 minutes, 15 minutes. 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. 15 minutes is equal to x. 60x is equal to 15. X is equal to 15 by 60. Like that you will get. Okay. And what is the formula for conversion of wattage into kilowatt? Wattage into kilowatt, what is the formula? W by 1000 is equal to 1 kilowatt. You have to multiply watts by 1000. You will get a kilowatt. Watts by 1000. How many watts you will give? For example, 75 watts. So 75 watts by 1000 is nothing but how much? 75 by 1000. 0 by 0.075 or 0075. Like that. Okay. Like that. Done. You do. Ila write otherwise. Write like this. Everyone should write. Huh? You came here for studying. Yes. 1483. So the answer is the amount of electrical bill you have to pay as 1483 or 75. How much? 1483. చేయమ్మా ఏం చేస్తున్నావు నువ్వు? I have said to make one table like this. You write down. I have not given a time. Have not given time. Did I given time? Why are you doing fast? Ah, 60 into 10. 60 10 you are done. Where is the answer? That one. Why you are writing it single? You require marks or not? 60 into 10. Hello? 60 into 10. Write down here. Like that you write down the here. Here you write down. Here you write down. 60 into 10, 75 into 4, 200 into 1000 into 1. You write down here. Write down there. Write down here. Then you take this one into divide by 1000 into 5. Divide by 1000 into 8. Divide by 1000 into like this. Write down. కంగారు పడకు మెల్లిగా చేయి ఎందుకు కంగారు This question will come for semester exam, this semester exam. First year, first semester exam, this question will come. Kindly practice. How much you got? How much you got? 14 they are saying. చూడు ఎక్కడ by 1000 watt by 1000 into hours. Watt by this total watt you will get now. Watt by 1000 into hours. This you will get 60 means 600. 600 by 1000 into 5. By calculator you do. By phone you do. ఏమది watts into hours by 1000. That one I am telling. What is by 1000 into hours? Do. Hey, what are you doing last bench? What is the answer? Calculate. What is the answer you got? 600 by 1000 into 5. You do by using phone. 300, 600 by 300 by 1000 into 8. After doing this all things, you add it. Add. Do. చేయమ్మా చెయ్యి యు డూ వై యు ఆర్ సీయింగ్ చేయమ్మా నువ్వు ఎందుకు అంత కంగారు అక్కడ ఉంది కదా చెయ్యి ఏముంది ఎగ్జామ్ రాస్తున్నావా నువ్వు వాట్ ఇస్ దిస్ యాక్చువల్లీ నువ్వు చేయలేదా ఎట్లా మరి ఇది చేసావా నువ్వు చేసావా రాసావా కైండ్లీ అండర్స్టాండ్ డోంట్ కాపీ అమ్మా డూ యువర్ బై ఓన్ డోంట్ కాపీ హియర్ ఏ వాట్ ఆర్ డూయింగ్ హియర్ హౌ మచ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వై లైక్ దిస్ మరి ఎందుకు తప్పు చేసావు వేయవా మరి టోటల్ వాటేజ్ వేయాలి కదా కేడబ్ల్యూహెచ్ ఇంటూ కేడబ్ల్యూ ఇంటూ అవర్స్ ఫోన్ సైలెంట్ ఇప్పుడే చెప్పా నువ్వు వీఐపీ కాదని చెప్పా చంద్రబాబు నాయుడు నువ్వు ఫోన్ చేస్తాడా సారు? సైలెంట్ పెట్టు. అర్జెంట్ ఏముంది? అర్జెంట్ ఏం లేదు ఆడ. 1257 వాళ్ళకి 1483 వచ్చింది, విచ్ ఈస్ కరెక్ట్ యాక్చువల్లీ. హౌ మచ్ యూ గాట్ అమ్మా? 70 1470 వాళ్ళకి 1483 వచ్చింది. ఇంటూ 31 యూ హ్యావ్ టు మల్టిప్లై. 31 ఇచ్చాడు. 31 డేస్, నాట్ 30. 31 ఇంటూ హౌ మచ్ రూపీస్? 2.5 రూపీస్. 2.5. హౌ మచ్? 1470. 1471 దెన్. హౌ మచ్? 141. The correct answer is 1471 rupees. Your answer must be nearer to this value. 1470. If you got 1460, okay. 1480, okay. But not 1200, not 800 rupees. Okay? Right. Completed? ఏంటమ్మా మీరు ఫస్ట్ బెంచ్లో కూర్చొని ఏం చేస్తున్నారు? వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఆన్సర్ అమ్మా? సెకండ్ బెంచ్ అది. ఫస్ట్ బెంచ్ ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్. 14? ఫస్ట్ బెంచ్. వాట్ ఆర్ డూయింగ్? వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఆన్సర్? 31 days. క్వశ్చన్ చూడండి అమ్మా, ప్రతిదానికి 30 days కాదు. ఇట్ ఇస్ ద క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్ గివెన్ ఫర్ 31 days. క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్ గివెన్ ఫర్ 31 days. ద అమౌంట్ ఈస్ 2 rupees 50 paisa. Don't assume. Okay, everything is given in the question. Calculate electrical bill for 31 days. And one unit is equal to 2 rupees 50 NP, 50 paisa. ఎవరు పిలిచారు? చెప్పు, ఏమైందమ్మా? ఉమ్, 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 ఉమ్. 14 వచ్చింది నీకు. ఎక్కడ తప్పు చేసావు నువ్వు అమ్మా. టోటల్ యూనిట్స్ కన్జ్యూమ్డ్ పర్ డే హౌ మచ్? టోటల్ యూనిట్స్ కన్జ్యూమ్డ్ పర్ డే 18. యూ గాట్ 16. వేర్ యూ డన్ మిస్టేక్. 18 పర్ డే 18 కదా. 16 ఎక్కడ? 2 యూనిట్స్ ఎక్కడ పోయింది చూడు. మెల్లిగా చేయమ్మా. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఏ కాంపిటీషన్. ఇన్ ఏ కాంపిటీషన్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఫాస్ట్. Everyone has to do. Solve the problem. How much you got? 1/2 అంటే కరెక్ట్ చేసావా? 0.5. 1 0.5. చూడు ఎక్కడ పోయింది చూడు. చేసావు కదా నువ్వు. హౌ మచ్? సి హియర్, వేర్ ఇస్ ద రాంగ్? విచ్ వన్ ఈజ్ రాంగ్? సి 3, 2.4, 4.8. మరి అది ఏంటమ్మా? వేర్ ఇస్ యువర్ బుక్? You done? How much value you got? 1471 rupees. Right. So rounded to 1471 is the correct answer. Rupees 1471 is the correct answer. It is also a rounded, there is no required actually, okay? Write down this one. Write down this question. Calculate the electricity bill. Previous problem 1470 or 1471 or 1469. It must be nearer to that value. Your answer is correct. No need to worry. 168 also correct. 1468, 1469, 1470, 1471, 1472 also correct. No need to worry for that. It must be nearer value. Okay. That number of units consumed per day into 31 you have to multiply. No need to round it that value. Number of units no need to round. Only the amount you have to round. Total amount you have to round it to nearer value. 1470 means 1470 or 1469 or 1471 you may write here. No need to round the units. Calculate the electricity bill for for bill amount for a month of 31 days. Whether it is given 1 month, if we say 30 days you calculate, it is given 31 days, calculate for 31 days. If the following devices are used as specified: 3 bulbs for 30 watts for 5 hours, 4 tube lights 50 watts for 8 hours, 1 fridge for of 300 watts for 24 hours. Given the rate of electricity is 2 rupees per unit. Amma, did you understand, all of you? This is the compulsory question. This semester also you are getting this question. So kindly learn. Kindly learn. One time, two time, three times, solve the problem, different type of problems. Okay. Write down your answer paper neatly. Not like eating with two hands. Did we eat the food with two hands? Huh? No, na. నేను తింటా. I will eat with two hands. One hand with puri, one hand with idli. So you are unable to listen these words. Then how can you write that answer zigzag manner? Huh? Unable to write the why you are writing answer paper with zigzag manner? Answer paper, semester answer paper. So your answer, your representation, your presentation of semester examination paper must be neat and clean, not zigzag manner and not eating with two hands. So prepare the table solution. 573. So rounded to 573 or 574. ఏం డబ్బులు అడుగుతున్నావా? 530 573 రూపీస్ డబ్బులు అడుగుతున్నారా? నాకు ఇస్తారా మరి? How to pay to electrical bill, electricity board, not to me. Don't round that units, number of units, don't round. Okay. Whatever the value obtained, multiply with 31 days and multiply that one with respect to rupees. You will get answer. చేయండి అమ్మ, అందరు చేయాలి మీరు. సెకండ్ బెంచ్, థర్డ్ బెంచ్. First you draw the table. First you draw the table. Serial number, name of the appliance, number of appliances, watt or wattage. You can write watt or watts or wattage, and total wattage, hours, and kWh. You tell me what is the question is given. Serial number. How many are there? 1, 2, 3 are there. What is that first one? Tube light, bulb, bulb, tube light, and then fridge. Wattage, 30 watts. Tube light, 1550. Fridge, 300. How many are there? Bulbs, 3 bulbs are there. Tube lights, 4. Fridge, 1. Right. So here you have to calculate total wattage. 30 into 3. No, wait. No need to worry for that. 90 watts. 50 into 4. 200 watts. Here 300 into 1. 300 watts. Hours. How much time you are using? This is 5. This is 8. This is 24. After this kWh. So wattage 90 by 1000 into 5. It is 200 by 1000, which will become kW into H. 8. 24 by 1000 into, not 24, 300. 300 by 1000 into 24. This will become number of units. This will become number of units, and add it. Don't round it here. Whatever the value obtained, that you take. Nothing will happen. How much? 90 by 1000 into 5. 0.45. 200 by 1000 into 8. 1.6. 300 by 1000 into 24. 7.2. If you add this all things plus 1.6 plus 0.45. So 9.25. So these are the number of units consumed per day. How many days we require? 31 days. Multiply this 9.25. Next line. 9.25 into 31 into 31. 286.75. Okay. So some of the students they are rounding this one. Okay, rounding nearer the value. They are writing 9 and they are writing 10. So 10 multiply with 31 means you will get a 310 units, thereby increasing the bill. Don't round here. Even though in my material it is rounded, don't round the units, number of units. Okay, whatever the value obtained, you take total value and multiply with the 31 days only. General electrical bill, they will do like that only. Rupees, they will round. Near value, they will round. 170 will come, they will take 170.25 means 170. Nearer value, 286.75. 1 unit is equal to how much rupees? How much? 2 rupees. So here, next line you write down 286.75 into 2 is equal to how much? 573.5. So which is nearer to 573 or 574 also correct, 572 also, you do nothing will happen. So the answer is rupees 573. So now how can you reduce electrical bill? How can you reduce electrical bill? So the electrical bill, the amount can be reduced by utilizing proper way of individual equipments. When there is no use of fan, when there is no one in the room, kindly switch off the fan, switch off the lights. Nobody thinks TV is on, switch off fan. Okay, so utilize the individual appliances as required. Whenever not required, no usage, no one is in the room, so switch off the equipment, fan or light, something. So how can we reduce the electrical bill? Proper utilization of individual appliances. No one is there in the room, switch off the fan. No one is there in the, okay, switch off the lights. Generally TV is running, no one is there. Our mother is okay, they were cleaning the that ఏమంటారు దాన్ని, in the kitchen, but TV is running. You will get a more electrical bill. Okay, you understand? Number of hours increases, utilization of individual equipment, number of hours increases, number of wattage will increases. Number of wattage increases in nothing but number of units increases. Yes, number of units increases means, number of units increases means your electrical bill will get more. Okay, right. So here, after getting this 573, in the question is not given. For example, if we give fixed charge, how much fixed charge? Maybe 100 rupees, maybe. And one is tax, they will give 7 rupees. Not more than that, tax is 7 rupees or 10 rupees. You may add the electrical bill to these two. Okay, so 573 plus 200, 673 plus 7. Like that you may have. So these are called additional charges. Okay. In the question is not given, but these are available in the electrical bill. They are the additional charges. Okay. After calculating the units, after getting the bill, you have to add this two one. One is fixed charge, or you can say this fixed charge, other name is consumer charge, and tax, or you can say cess. Okay. Now, actually, for 0 to 100, how much rupees? I said 1.25 rupees. 101 to 200. I'm saying 1.5. Okay. Okay. And 300 to 400, 2 rupees like that I said. Na? These are the slabs are there. Na? Okay. So how they are charging this one? They will calculate. So this, the way of collecting the amount from the different users can be called as tariff. This is called, okay, how much they are charging? 100 units, 1 rupee. So this is called tariff, tariff. So use tariff. What is mean by tariff? Way in which, okay, the way in which amount collected collected by the different users is nothing but tariff. So they are collecting 1 rupee for 100 units, 200 units, 1.25, 300 units like this. So how many users are there actually? Different users. Tariff. Okay, tariff is nothing but it's the amount. Is one of the way to collect the amount from the individual users. How many users are available? Generally, so these users can be categorized as 7 ways. So category 1, category 2. So here amount, electrical department amount is collecting from the different users. On what way it is considering? So they are divided as 7 users. Total users are 7. Okay, category 3, category 4. So I am giving in general, it may vary with respect to states. It may vary with respect to states. Okay. So generally, in general, the users are categorized as 7. Okay. So category 1 is nothing but general household consumers. Okay. So second one is nothing but here also general household consumers, but if they live in apartment or in gated community, they will charge another amount. Okay. Next one is commercial. Shops are there na? Shops, shopping malls, general store, any commercial, they will charge another amount. Okay. So depending upon the which category that user is belongs. So they will charge with respect to that category wise they will. Okay, if you are individual, you are having some amount they will collect. They will charge. Okay. For example, a commercial customer, a stationery shop owner consumed per month 100 unit, they will not get 1.25 rupees. They will get 2 rupees like that. Okay. So depending upon the consumers, they divided amount of collection. Okay. Right. Category 4 means category 4 industry. Manufacturing industries are there na? Industries. So in this we will say a small industry. Okay. Categories 5 is also industry. Okay. Medium and big. Okay. Manufacturing industries. 4 and 5 is nothing but manufacturing industries. So here this category 4 is nothing but where small engineering works are there na? The name is Ramesh Engineering Works. They will call it as small industry. They will charge 4 rupees per unit. Not 1 rupee, 4 rupees per unit. So these are medium, category 5 are medium and big industries. Manufacturing of any vehicles, car industry, manufacturing of fan industry, manufacturing of any bulb, okay, vehicle industry, manufacture textile industry, they will charge per unit 5 rupees or even 7 rupees also. Okay, category 7, 6 is defense. Defense is there na, defense, military, air force, navy. Okay, right. For them, okay, the amount is different. They will get subsidy. Amount is different. Seventh, you tell me. Any user is missing from here? Any user is missing? Institution. Institution comes under commercial. Hospital comes under commercial. Multiplex comes under commercial. Any user is missing in this? Huh? Tell me. Government employees? No. Government employees may be category 1, category 2. Category 1, category 2. They will live in house only. They will live in house only, na? No, they will not live in house. They will not live in house. They will live in house only. Huh? 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 What railway? Huh? One user is missing. Huh? ఏంటమ్మా? Huh? చెప్పాలి. ఎవరమ్మా? డిఫెన్స్లోకి వెళ్తుంది కదా ఆర్మీ. మళ్ళీ ఆర్మీ అంటావు. చెప్పాలి. చెప్పరు ఎవరు? అగ్రికల్చర్. ఓకే, అంతేనా? Not only for rice, anything. Okay, but for farmers, they are called as category 7. How much they will charge from farmers? Do you know? Huh? How much they will charge farmers from farmers? 0 rupees. Do you know? Maybe Andhra, I don't know. In Telangana, will charge 0 only. If you units consumed per 1 month, 700 units into 0 rupees. 0 rupees. Okay. So agriculture, that farmers, the electrical bill is 0. So free of charge they are giving electrical. Here maybe I think here also it is a 0. But you don't know, but I don't know. You have to tell me. Here also agriculture 0? No. For these consumers, category 1. Category 1, what about here? Category 1. Is there any limitation is there? Huh? That is subsidy given by the individual states. So in Telangana, listen, in Telangana, if you consume 200 units, total per month 200 units for category 1 only, below poverty line, not for all, for white ration card holders otherwise. Okay, for them it is a free of charge. Okay, no amount will be collected. Right. So this is about total electrical bill calculation. The second topic is there now. Total is over. Everything is over. Okay. Every line, everything is over. Okay. Electrical bill is over. Next we'll go for a safety. Okay. Electrical equipment safety measures. Or We may say it is a earthing. Okay, right. Next one is fuse. Ah, one more thing I forgotten. How can you reduce the bill? How can you reduce the bill? Make 3 points. You write down 3 points. What are the 3 points? Huh? How can you reduce electrical bill? Don't use any electrical equipment. Huh? How? Fan is required now. Light is required now. First one is whenever whenever you require, use that electrical equipment minimal time. Minimal time. Whenever you require to use the fan, you switch on. When there is no one, kindly switch off. First one is okay. Use the electrical appliances with a minimum time. When there is no one, switch off the fan or light or any TV in your house. That is the first point to get the lesser electrical bill. Second one, use the branded items. For example, TV. TV. Which one will use? Samsung, LG, like their branded items. Don't use the Sunday market TVs. Here Sunday market, what you will do? Local market TVs don't use. Even that MI TV is there na, MI TV. MI TV, Realme TV, don't use that one. You will get more electrical bill. Okay, that is the first thing. Second one is use standard items, standard electrical appliances. Standard, that is nothing but standard or branded. You write down standard or branded. Okay, if you buy local items, okay. Other one is don't use heater, electrical heater. Instead of heater, you buy geyser. Okay. Heater cost how much? Heater cost how much? 200 rupees. But electrical bill, 1000 rupees. Geyser cost 1500 or 2000. But bill is 100 rupees. Okay. Don't use electrical heater, use geyser. This is the other one to reduce the electrical bill. Okay. Next one. Next one. Three are over. Right. Three is enough. Three are over. So these are the 3 points to reduce the electrical bill. Okay. Right. Now fuse. What is meant by fuse? So fuse is a electrical device used to protect electrical equipment. Electrical equipment. Okay. And human being. It is connected in. It is connected in series with the circuit. Okay. In the fuse, full load current will flow. Full load current will flow. Okay. So these are the what is the meaning of fuse? You may because of it is protecting element, you can say fuse is a protecting device. Okay. So you may call it as fuse is a protective device, or you can say element, device or element. Okay. And what principle this fuse will work? Did you see in fuse? Which fuse you seen? Which fuse you seen? Nowadays fuses are not there. Nowadays fuses are not there. Ah, MCB. Okay. Nowadays fuses are not there. Right. See. Okay. If you take if you take a typical circuit, it is looks like this. So it is a typical circuit. How we are connecting? Same current. How much current is flowing? I current is flowing. Same current. What is the current flowing to the lamp? Amma, be silence. What is the current flowing to the lamp? I. What is the current flowing to the lamp? I. What is the current flowing to the fuse? I. Okay. So whatever the amount flowing through the element is equal to amount flowing in the fuse. Okay, the value of the current flowing in the fan, for example, 5 amps is flowing. What is the amount flowing to the fuse? Same 5 amps will flow, not 1 amp or 2 amp. Okay, right. So then what is the working of this fuse? How it will work? So I said this fuse is a protective device. Okay, so see, and what principle it is works? What is it actually? Why? What it will do in the circuit? What it will do in the circuit? See, I will tell what this fuse will do in the circuit. For example, abnormal condition occurs. Abnormal condition means, okay, in the circuit means short circuit. That is nothing but abnormal condition. Whenever abnormal condition, normal condition, okay, the current, how much current is flowing? I current is flowing. In normal condition, how much? In normal condition. Normal condition, what is the amount of current is flowing? I current is flowing. What is the current flowing to the lamp? I. What is the current flowing to the fuse? I. Okay. The current which is delivered by the voltage source is I. This is the normal condition. Okay. So whenever any abnormal condition occurs, okay, that means short circuit. Okay, damage of electrical wire, damage of any equipment occurs. So that is nothing but, okay, abnormal condition. Okay, damage of conductor or any device. Anything will happen. Okay, that is called abnormal condition. What happens? What happens? This abnormal condition. This abnormal condition, the current rises. Current rises. Current I is then I value will increases and rises may increases. Okay, how much we don't know, it may rises to the maybe infinity also. The value of current may goes to the infinity also, it raises. In abnormal condition, what happened to current? The current value increases, rises with respect to time. Okay, rises and increases to infinity. So whenever the current is rising, what happens? Temperature of the equipment will rise. So temperature of the equipment also rises. Temperature, if you touch the light, what happen? You will feel a heating effect. Whenever this is the normal condition. Whenever abnormal condition occurs, what happens? Current through the lamp or any fan, any electrical equipment rises, and temperature of that electrical equipment also rises. So whenever the temperature increases, what happens? The winding of the light, okay, winding in the circuit will get melted. Okay, so instead of protecting this lamp, we are using this fuse. So whenever the current raises, what happen? This fuse element is there now. This is called a fuse element. Fuse element. Okay. Whenever the temperature raises, the temperature of the equipment raises, before that fuse element will, before the temperature, okay, before the raising of temperature of equipment, this fuse element will get melted. You understand? Whenever the current increases, what happens? Current increases, the heating effect increases, temperature raises. So so before that, for example, 30 degrees, maybe 70 degrees, this fuse element get melted. What happened? It is get melted means, okay, now it is get melted. What happens now? Get melted. See what happened? There is new fuse element. Open circuit. So whenever this fuse element get melted, what happens? Current will become zero. Yes? Current become zero. Current become zero means this lamp is protected now. Lamp get protected after melting of fuse element. So, so here we have to, okay, take care about the fuse element. Okay, what are the characteristics which must have the fuse element? What is the material will use? I will tell now. Okay, do you understand the principle now? What is the principle? Principle of fuse is nothing but heating effect. Heating effect. Principle is nothing but because of the current. Heating effect. Okay, heating effect depending upon the heat. Whenever temperature rises, this fuse element, it is a wire. Element means wire. Fuse element, wire. It is not a copper, it is other than the copper. Okay, you can use different wire. Okay, so before damaging of this lamp, this fuse wire will melts, thereby opening the circuit. Thereby opening the circuit, there we will protect the lamp. Not only lamp, any equipment. So it means now it is normal condition on. Normal condition, what happened? Normal condition on. Okay, abnormal condition, what happened? What happened? Fuse is off. Or you can say fuse element melts. Fuse elements melts. Okay, right. This is about the operation. Okay, so fuse element is not a regular copper wire. Okay, we are using the wire conductor. Fuse element is not copper wire. Generally, okay, we may use, okay, materials. General materials will use maybe tin or maybe lead, maybe silver. Okay, tin, lead, silver. Okay, the fuse elements are tin, lead, silver. Okay, and strips of copper, strips of copper, strips, small strips. Okay, it is like our hair. Some bundle strips of copper will use. Okay, so what are the characteristics? This material which consists? First one, it should be low melting point, fuse wire melting point. Low melting point. What is the meaning of low melting point? Even though a temperature is even, okay, 50 degrees, that wire must be melts. Okay. Do you know the melting point? Temperature, the temperature at that temperature that wire will melts. Temperature at which the wire, fuse wire will melts. That is nothing but melting point. Okay. Then high conductivity. So what do you mean by low deterioration? Deterioration means okay, it that fuse wire must not reacts with the air. Okay, it will not. It must have low deterioration. It means low chemical reaction. Okay, if you keep iron at one place, what happens? Because of in rainy days, what happened to that iron? Iron got rusted. Yes, it is reacting with the water. It is getting damaged by using. So it is reacting with water. Iron is reacting water and getting rusted and it is getting damaged. In the same way, that fuse wire also, which must be have low chemical reaction effect. It must be have low chemical reaction. Okay, it will not. Okay, it must not react with any other, maybe oxygen, any air, any water, any chemicals. Okay, right. Next one is it must have. This is general thing. This is general thing, not technical. It must have low cost. Okay, so these are the four characteristics must hold by fuse wire. Okay, you may get for 2 marks also. What are the characteristics must have the fuse wire? You write any two. Okay, so these are the so among these three one, low melting point means you can take example. Examples are low melting point. This tin and lead is having low melting point. High conductivity means silver and strips of copper. Okay, and low deterioration means tin and lead, and low cost means strips of copper. Even though individual is having individual specialty. Okay, tin and lead we can use the low melting point, but it is having high cost. It is having high low conductivity. These two low conductivity. So that's why you may use any one depending upon the where we are using the fuse. Depending upon the location, you may use any one. Okay, by why? Because any single element material which not have the all these four characteristics. Okay, copper wire is there. Copper wire is only low cost, maybe high conductivity, but low melting point is a high melting point. It will react with the air. Copper wire will react with air. Okay, so no material is having all qualities, but even though we can use any one, right? Because we have to use. Okay, right. So, what is the disadvantage of this fuse actually? What is the disadvantage of fuse? You tell me now. What is the disadvantage? Advantage is okay. Disadvantage. You didn't identify anything. Disadvantage of fuse. Just now I explained about this one. What the disadvantage? So disadvantage is, so it is a manual one. Second one is, what is the meaning of manual? Okay, whenever this fuse wire burns, what happens? Okay, what happens? Fuse wire burns out, what happens? Have to change that fuse wire. Yes, have to change. Okay, manual is nothing but fuse wire has to replace. Okay, this fuse wire you must replace by the human being. That's a manual, by the human being. Okay, next one, because of the this fuses, it's a what we'll call it as a not more expensive. Generally, because of we are not using manual, we have to use the automatic. Okay, maybe cost also, when compared to other circuit breaker, cost is high. Cost is high. So these are the two disadvantages. So because of this, first one disadvantage. Why? Because I require more wires. Whenever short circuit appears, what happens? You have to change that wire. As a human being, I have to change the wire. Okay, I will replace the wire. I replace the wire. Replace the wire. So human is needed for the above fuse. Okay, right. So because of this, now we are using MCB. That is called, what is the abbreviation? Abbreviation is miniature circuit breaker. So miniature is nothing but mini. Circuit breaker means whenever abnormal condition happens, the circuit is open. Okay. So it is also, you can say, MCB also one of the protecting device. One of the protecting device. So, but here you have to draw the, here human being is not required. Do you see in that MCB? What happens whenever abnormal condition happens? What happens? Trip means circuit is breaks. What you have to do? Again you have to go and switch on. You have to switch on, switch off and switch on. Okay. So here also human being is required, but there is no change of wire. No additional material is required. Okay. Right. So this diagram is important with respect to fuse, MCB. The principle also same, but here it will not work. It will not melts, but the switch will trip. Switch will on. You may say switch will on. Okay. This one circuit is enough. You draw this. If you draw, you will get practice. Draw. So here, see, fuse is connected series. Yes. Here also MCB also connected in series. Okay. MCB also connected series like this. Circuit is there. Okay. Switch is there. Lamp is available. It is also MCB. MCB. Okay. Terminal 1, terminal 2. MCB. Okay. What is the amount of current flowing to the fuse? Same current, full load current, same current flowing through the element. What is the amount is flowing to the fan? Same amount will flow to the fuse. Same amount is flowing through MCB. Same amount, the amount of current, the magnitude of current flowing through the fan or winding. Same amount will flow through the MCB. No different current, same magnitude will flow. So these terminals are there now, one terminal. So it is the inside. What what MCB consists? What MCB consists? Okay, the circuit diagram. I will explain this one. Okay, one, two terminals are there now. Where are the one and two terminals in this diagram? So this is the one terminal. One. This is two. Okay, this 1 and 2 is there na, 1 and 2, in between this 1 and 2 terminal is there na, this is the circuit diagram. This inside of MCB, this is the circuit diagram. Inside of MCB, okay, if you break MCB, the MCB consisting of this diagram, different elements. What are the different elements are there? One is, okay, terminals. Other one is, okay, fixed coil, fixed terminal. Other one is variable coil or variable terminal. Okay. So first one is here you can say it is a coil. It is a coil. So this wire, what happens actually, this terminal is there na, it will wounded here. This one. Like this, current will flow like this. Where is the first terminal? Second terminal, like this. So inside of MCB, that is the circuit diagram. Do you understand now? Whatever the amount of current flowing through this diagram, like this, it is a MCB. MCB is there. Where is the MCB? Like this. How the current is flowing here? Like this. Through the lamp. Okay. Through the MCB to negative terminal. Through the MCB. Inside of this MCB, this is the diagram. The current will flow here. Like this through the coil. You can call it as a coil. Okay. So these are called two metals. Two metals. Two metals. Okay. That may be cast iron or cast steel. Cast iron, cast steel. So you can call it as bimetallic strip. Bimetallic strip. That's why it is given black and blue. Two different colors. For better understanding, two different colors are given. For better understanding, two different colors are given. One is black color, one is blue color. That's why bimetallic. Bi means two. Two metallic strip. Two different metals are available here. Okay. So here it is a fixed contact. We can call it as a fixed contact. Okay. So it is a terminal point is there na, this one is a moving contact. It is a moving contact. This total is there. This is a moving contact. This blue one is moving contact. This coil is a fixed contact. So terminal is nothing but first terminal. Terminal port means 1. Terminal port means 2. Okay. Here see the circuit diagram. This is the general circuit diagram. Instead you are drawing. This one diagram is enough. No need to worry. One diagram is enough. This is normal condition. This is normal condition. Right. So this is called a triggering terminal or lever. Triggering lever. This one. Triggering lever. So here this one is attached to this. This one is attached to this. So simple, okay. You write down as a 2 sentence or 3 sentence. It's working. No need to write down 6 sentence, 7 sentence. Simple. I will explain that you write down that sentence. Okay. The notes may consisting of 10 lines, maybe 20 lines. No need of that 10 lines. Simple thing, simple way you have to write down. Okay. Generally what happens? Working here. Abnormal condition occurs. What happens? Abnormal condition means the current flowing through the circuit increases. Abnormal condition, current through the circuit increases as the case of fuse. So here also whenever abnormal condition occurs, okay, you may write these words, okay, that 2 lines or 3 lines, that is more enough. Draw the circuit diagram neatly and write down that 2 sentence or 3 sentence, more enough. Whenever abnormal condition occurs, what happens? The current through the circuit increases. Whenever abnormal condition occurs, current through the circuit increases. You may write this sentence, okay? Whenever abnormal condition occurs, current through the circuit increases or rises. You may write increase or rises. What happens? Okay, here current through the circuit means this is the current. Okay, see here, current through the circuit means this is the terminal. Same current will flow. So current through the circuit is increases now. Okay, rises. So whenever the current is increasing, current rises, what happens? This magnetic coil get magnetized. Whenever abnormal condition occurs, current to the circuit increases. Okay, that is the first one. Current to the circuit increases. Whenever current is rises, magnetic coil get magnetized. Okay. So during normal condition, normal current. Because of normal current, it cannot be magnet. It is only coil. Nothing will happen. Whenever abnormal condition occurs, what happen? This coil will get magnetized. Do you understand? Abnormal condition only this is act as the magnet. So what is the function of magnet? It will attract the iron. Yes, it will attract the steel. What is the function of magnet? It will attract all the conductors. Okay. So what happens here? See, is the triggering lever is there na? So what happens because of this is getting magnetized? This triggering lever attracts here, as well as this magnetic coil attracts this bimetallic strip. This bimetallic strip is there na? This is attracts by the magnet. What happens whenever this one moves upward? What happens whenever this one moves upward? Here this is the fixed contact, this is the moving contact is there na. There is a, now whenever it is going upward, this is attracted by this magnetic coil. Okay, thereby what happens? This is also one of the strip. Okay, this is get opened, this is get opened, it will move below, it is move below, thereby opening this circuit. Here the circuit will open now. This contact is there now. Here it will like, it will get open here. Okay, this is then abnormal condition, it is open. That you have to write down. That is the working. Okay, I repeat, only write down this one, that is more enough. Okay, so whenever abnormal condition occurs, current through the circuit rises or increases, the magnetic coil of the circuit breaker get magnetized. Whenever this is getting magnet, this magnet attracts the bimetallic strip, thereby opening the moving contact. అంతే, ఇంకెక్కువ ఏం రాయొద్దు, ఇంకా మీ స్టోరీ కూడా రాయొద్దు. Don't write your story, don't write any film story. How much lines is there? In the notes it is 10 lines. The 10 lines is remodified as 2 lines. You understand now? Right. Okay? One more time I will explain otherwise. Write down that one only, not more. Okay? ఇప్పుడు అన్నము ఉడికిందా లేదా ఏం చేస్తావు? ప్రతిదీ చూస్తావా? ప్రతిదీ చూస్తావా? కాదు కదా, ఒకటే చూస్తావు కదా. ఏమమ్మా, అంతేనా? సో దిస్ 4 lines is enough, more enough. Whether you acquire the knowledge or operation or working of fuse is enough. Okay? Once again I repeat, whenever abnormal condition occurs, the current through the circuit element rises, increases, rises, magnetic coil of the circuit breaker getting magnetized. Whenever this magnetic coil getting magnets, this magnetic coil attracts the bimetallic strip, thereby opening the moving contact. That is the operation. Okay, that's all. So this is about MCB. Okay, time is there. 10 minutes is there. So like this, see, circuit is opened. So this is not required actually. What is the application of this MCB? We can use MCB to protect our household appliances. MCB applications. We can use MCB for household applications. Okay? Right. Next one, to protect the fan, to protect the small appliances you can use. Okay? What is meant by shock actually? Shock. Electrical shock. What is meant by electrical shock? How can you define? A person getting shock. What happened? What happened? A person getting shock. What happened? Nothing will happen. Listen, depending upon the amount of current. So, listen. Just a few words, up to 12. Okay. So, what is meant by electrical shock? Amount of electrons flowing through the human body from from whenever a human body touches the live conductor, what happens? Electrons will passes through the human body from the live conductor to ground or earth. Okay, what is the main characteristics of current? Current will flow, or electrons will flow from high potential to low potential. Okay, so by accidentally, whenever a human being touches live conductor, okay, so because of we are standing on the earth is having zero potential, so current will flow through the human body. Current will flows through the human body. So what is meant by electrical shock? Flow of current through the human body from the live conductor to ground is known as electrical shock. Okay. So depending upon the amount of current flowing through the human body, various effects are there. How much current will flow? 1 amp. How much current is flowing through the human body? Depending upon how much current is flowing through the human body, the effects of shock will take place. Okay. So 10 milliamps, nothing will happen. 10 milliamps, nothing will happen. 20 milliamps. Okay. As and then this current level, the magnitude of current will increase, you will feel the shock. But but whenever the current 1 amp or more than 1 amp will flow through the human body, what happens? What is the minimum value? So try to, okay, the value of the current is minimum, maximum of 1 amp only, not 1 amp, less than 1 amp only. Less than 1 amp, nothing will happen. Okay, you may get paralyzed, you may get a, okay, small effect. Okay, but 1 amp and more than 1 amp, there is a cause of death. There is a cause of death. 1 amp. Do you understand how much current is flowing through our human body? 1 amp. If 1 amp and more than 1 amp is flowing to the human body, there may be cause of death. Okay, why? Because this 1 amp is react with chemical reaction, react with blood. Thereby the blood will what happen whenever it is the electrons will react with the blood of the human body, some chemical reaction will take place and that blood will boil. What happen? Blood will boil means burnt out. Human body also will burnt out. Okay, that is the reason. So here we, in this notes you are having everything. What is the level of the current, factors affecting the electric shock, how much voltage you are using, how much current you are using, where you are touching. It is accidentally happen. Electrical shock means accidentally, not by own. నువ్వు వెళ్ళి పట్టుకుంటావా అది డైరెక్ట్ పట్టుకోవు కదా. ఎలక్ట్రిక్ షాక్ మీన్స్ యాక్సిడెంటల్లీ హ్యాపెన్. So voltage level, this electric shock is depends upon the current level, voltage level. Okay, which conductor you touch, depending upon this all factors it depends. Okay, the amount of current level. Okay, so 1 milliamp what happens, 5 milliamps what happens, 6 milliamps what happens, like that. So whenever it reaches 1 amp, whenever it reaches 1 amp, there may be cause of death. Okay, right. So these are the different currents through the human body. At what current what happens? Okay. How to avoid electric shock? Tell me now. How to avoid? If you are accidentally touching the live conductor, how can you avoid this shock? So there may be insulator. There may be insulator between ground earth to human body. Means shoes, slippers. That is nothing but you have to use the one insulator. You have to use the insulator in between the human body to ground. That is the only thing. Okay, which is avoid the cause of shock. Okay, right. And one more thing, there is a earthing is there. That is earthing means that is in order to avoid the shock to the live conductor. That is the one more thing. Other one is earthing. Earthing is there. That I will explain in the next class. What is mean by earthing? How many ways of earthing is there? That is also earthing is also one of the way to protect the human being. Earthing. What is mean by earthing? How many ways we are having earthing, that we will discuss in the next class. Okay. So kindly learn these problems and this fuse and MCB and the shark. Okay, okay, such that you will write the exam. Okay, don't go, time is over. 12 కానియరు కదా మీరు. ఎందుకు? ఫస్ట్ గర్ల్స్ విల్ మూవ్. Notes madam will give. Otherwise, the two can, where are the JRs and CRs? ఉన్నారు కదా ఎవరు? నా దగ్గర ఉంది కదా, మీ నంబర్ ఉందా? మీది ఉంది కదా, ఐ విల్ షేర్ టు యూ. అమ్మా notes I will share. Already madam is having the notes. Madam will share. Kindly practice that one. Huh? Ah, today madam will share. Thank you.
రేపు బాయ్స్ అందరూ
Afternoon,
కూర్చోండి రా.
వచ్చేస్తా. Right. Amma, first you go to
రే
girls. You can leave. Girls, you can leave first. Amma, once you send message, kindly send the notes like that.